It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to yet another quick chat. Now, today on the quick chat, we are going to talk about Miss Melody Shari and the interview that she did with the Shade Room. Now, I've already dropped a snippet regarding that particular interview where Melody speaks on Martell's relationship with Miss Shari Whitfield. She gave her thoughts about that. So if you like to see that video, go ahead and, check that out. Now, but we are going to get into some other things that she talked about in that particular interview with the Shade Room. I do have another snippet or a snippet or whatever for you guys to check out, but let's go ahead and just dive into this interview. Okay, so she lets us know that at this time, one of the questions was whether or not she's dating, and she says no, she's not, because her primary focus at this time are her children and herself. Now, she has dated. She did clear that up. She has dated, but at this particular time, she's not dating. She's not really interested. She's just chilling. She vibing out. I can't blame her. I feel like Miss Mill was tied down for a very long time to Mr. Martell, and I told y'all she was going to be out here enjoying her freedom. So, girl, hey, do what you want to do. If you decide you want to date around and you want to date two different people or three, do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And no one's going to judge you for it. Period. So if that's what she wants to do, I'm sure she'll do that. And they probably won't be around her kids like that either. You know what I'm saying? But she'll probably date. But some people date and they don't have sex and they don't bring the people around their kids. They just be out here dating, having a good time. So she might have a good time, but she ain't out here, having people meet her kids and stuff like that. But anyway, I ain't gonna call nobody out, but let's keep going. So she also speaks on not being concerned about Martell, not really being concerned about his love life, what he has going on with Miss Shari or anybody else. She's not really checking for him. Again, you can check out that interview over there on the Shade Room. You can also check out the video that I did for you guys earlier in the day. Now, also, she lets us know, like, listen, I'm not too concerned about, come on, Miss, I'm thinking about Janae Aiko and how she has this song called None of My Concern or None of Your Concern, okay? It's none of my concern anymore. It's none of your concern. Love it, okay? When you've moved on from somebody, right? So Miss Melody is letting us know, like, I'm not that concerned about what he got going on. It really ain't got a whole lot to do with me, but I can't say that he's not concerned about what it is I got going on and what it is that I'm doing. Okay. That's what I was getting. Now, I also want to highlight, I got a chance to check out TGIF over there with, I do believe it's Al, it's Miss Claudia, as well as Funky Dineva. Funky Dineva did mention something over there on TGIF when it came down to the relationship between Shari and Martell. Okay, he was a bit confused because the sources that he's talked to that's close to Martell says that he's very upset that this is being put out there that they are dating. According to Funky Dineva, he's only working on a pool or doing some type of layout. He's helping her with her pool. That's it. It's nothing more, nothing less. And so at this time, Mr. Martell Holt is definitely upset about it. Now, this is just, I'm not sure, but this is what, Mr. Funky Dineva is letting us know, according to a source that's close to Martell. And I'm wondering, like, if he is indeed upset, are you upset because this information leaked and you are dating her? Or are you really upset because this information leaked and you were trying to figure out how you were going to get back with Miss Melody? And I say that because just at the top of the month, you guys were out, hanging out in Florida or wherever you were before going over to the Essence Fest. So I'm like, could you have been trying to get back in her good graces, ever since you defended her and had her back, a few months back in May? So is that what it is? And now that it's, being put out there, is probably setting you further back with getting closer to your family than what you already were. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering, if he is indeed upset, what is the truth behind him being upset? Is it that you're upset that this information came out and it's genuinely not true? You guys are not dating. So there's three different options here. Okay. One, that you guys are not dating at all. Two, that you're dating, but you didn't want everybody to know, you wanted it on the low. Or three, that it's being put out that you guys are dating and you're trying to figure out how to get back to your family. Okay. So those are my thoughts. I want to hear you all's down below. These are just questions. Okay. I'm not putting nothing on nobody. I'm just asking questions. All right. Now let's go ahead and move on, because Mel also speaks on the Miss Wanda situation and how she, is able to kind of move on from stuff. And Mel says that once she says what she got to say, she do what she got to do or whatever, she just, hey, it's nothing else to say. She moves on from it. Now, one thing about Miss Wanda, I don't think Miss Wanda gonna let you move on from too much, okay? I think she's gonna constantly remind you of something. She's gonna do some things to egg you on just a bit, is what I do believe. But again, she just stated once she addresses things, okay, once she speak on it or whatever, she's able to move on and go live her life and be happy. And however you handle it, however you feel about it, that's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me, because I've said my part. I've got what I need to get off my chest. So now I'm gonna go on into the wind, and I'm gonna be fabulous. Now you can do what you want to do, but it ain't got nothing to do with me, because I said what I said. Come on, Nene Leaks. I said what I said is what it's giving. Okay, that's what else. That's what else Miss Mills spoke on in the interview. She also discussed Destiny and Tisha. She talked about them and how she has no desire at all to rekindle any type of relationship with those ladies. And primarily it's because when she knows that she's been a good person to somebody, like, it's easier to walk away and let somebody go. And I think that's very valid. When you know you've been a good friend to somebody, or just a good person in general to someone, and they slight you or they do something that you don't like, it's like, all right, bet, cool. Like, all right, it's no love lost over here. Like, I'm all good. I don't have to rock with you no more, because I know who I was to you. Okay, so you could take this one little incident or this one little situation and try and make it a bigger thing than what it is, but I know who I was to you. Okay, you ain't never have a leg to stand on with anything else, so you want to ride this particular situation out. Okay, cool, whatever. Or it may not even be a particular situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to ride this particular situation out, like I did something to you. You could have just probably crossed that person. I've been a good friend to you so far. You don't cross me. I've been seeing little stuff that you've been doing, but I still been over here looking out, still been over here supporting. And now it's just tap out phase for me. Okay, it's tap out, and I'm cool on it. Like, I'm good. Like, nah, we don't have to be friends no more. Like, we can't be friends. Come on, Deborah Cox. It's not that she in love, girl. It's just that we can't be friends. It stops there. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and keep going, because Mel also says that, like, she doesn't mind being cordial with them. Like, hey, how you doing? Okay, how you doing? Okay, all right. And she go ahead and sit down. But as far as a relationship or anything, no, she is okay with being cordial because of the work relationship. Okay, because they work together. Not so much as a relationship with work, but they work together. So that's why she would be cordial. But my thing is, I wish they would have asked her kind of about Kimmy and what her thoughts are about Kimmy, like, or not so much as what her thoughts are about Kimmy, but where is the relationship with she and Kimmy? Are she and Kimmy still, close or whatnot? For a few reasons. One, Kimmy went back and told Tisha what happened at her male's sleepover. In addition to that, it's looking like, as the season comes up, okay, as the other half of the season, Kimmy sent a image to someone of what Melody's mom had on her page. When Melody's mom put a picture up of Tisha with the team wife shirt on that Tisha wore to the Galentine event, when she promoted that shirt that Melody has that Tisha wore, Kimmy took that picture and sent it to somebody. So I'm wondering, what is the relationship with them? Of course, I know we're going to see it on the show, but I wouldn't have minded if the question would have been asked. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. She also goes on to discuss her music and how she's continuing to work on that. She is working on a video for her latest song called Down. So that is going to be happening very soon. So shout out to her for that. And she also is going to continue to grow her business, 7th Avenue. Okay. So she's going to continue to work on that skincare business. She's always running, different sales and things. So, you know what I'm saying, girl, you're trying to get you a little something, period. Okay. Because she's definitely always looking out for the people and running sales. All right. Now, I do have 2 little snippets that I am going to play for you guys from that particular interview, so you guys can go ahead and check that out.
I've never thought about going to Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's not anything that's been put before me to go to Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think because people know that Atlanta was a spot that I went to once I left my marriage, and where I spent a lot of time to get my healing, being there and out of Huntsville, because that's where so much had happened. People just automatically assume that, Mel's about to go to Atlanta and live there. She probably gonna be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. But no, that's nothing I've ever really considered, entertained. It's not been anything presented to me. So
do you think he's trying to get on Real Housewives of Atlanta?
I have no idea when it comes to, honestly, to Martell's personal anything. I literally just have a co-parenting kind of relationship with him. So when it comes to his personal dreams, desires, what he want to do, what show he want to do, don't want to do, I really don't know. Who he want to do, I don't know. I don't talk about any of that.
Yeah. What about Destiny and Tisha? we've seen you guys' relationship, you know, kind of ups and downs, and it's not in the best. It's in a little bit of murky water right now. How do you feel about that relationship? Do you feel like it'll ever get back to where it used to be, or is that a desire that you have?
I was gonna say that's not really a desire that I have, honestly. I have learned that once a person shows you who they are, believe them. And I wasn't always this way. I'll be honest. I wasn't. However, with everything that I've experienced and as I've learned how people can and will continue to do things over and over despite you granting them forgiveness, and then you end up being the one being hurt. For me, once that happens a time or two, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
And so I don't look back, I don't think back. There's not a what if, especially when you know you've been good to people and you know that you've been a good friend. I have no reason to say I desire to have those friendships again. I just, at the end of the day, would love for us to we work together. So being able to be cordial, meaning if I see you, I speak, and we keep it moving. I don't sit around thinking of negative things about you. I'm not talking about you to anybody. Actually, I spend a lot of time by myself, so I'm hardly talking to nobody. But you're not getting that energy from me either, I guess my point. You're not getting any negative energy. I'm not over here thinking about trying to rekindle a friendship, but I'm also not thinking over here how to, hurt you either. Yeah. It's just no energy.
Yeah. What was the breaking point for you within those relationships where it was kind of like, all right, this is it. I'm not letting this happen anymore?
Reciprocity or lack of reciprocity, and a continuation of the same stuff over and over again. I've never had to do that with any of my friends, and I have some long-term friendships.
Yeah.
And don't do the whole into it today, back okay tomorrow, back and forth. It's just not something we've had or I've had to deal with. So I'm not interested in dealing with it at the age of 36 either.
All right. Now that you guys have heard everything that Miss Melody Holt had to say, girl, okay, regarding everything, okay, Miss Tisha, Wanda, whatever, y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I want to hear from you all and how you're feeling and what you're thinking about everything that I discussed today regarding this interview with the Shade Room. You guys can definitely go on over to their page and check that out as well, okay, in its entirety. All right, so hear for yourself, okay? Hear from the horse's mouth. Don't just hear from me. All right, but that's all that I got, honey. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.